Washington.
Let's go to Washington now and speak to Zoe Conway, our correspondent, who's watching all of what's happening on Capitol Hill. Zoe, it's still not a done deal. What exactly is going on right now?
Well, at the moment, we're hearing from Democrats who have been meeting with Vice President Joe Biden. Not all of the Democrats in the House of Representatives are happy with this deal, but largely they're expected to get behind it. So they've just been talking about their meeting with Joe Biden, and what they've been urging at this press conference is to get this to a vote now, that it's time to vote. But what's really interesting is what's going on in the Republican caucus, because what the New York Times are reporting, and this is just broken, they're saying that the #2 Republican in the House of Representatives, Eric Cantor, is saying that he can't support the legislation in its current form. That's what the New York Times are reporting, and that adds to some rumours that are doing the rounds on Twitter that some Republicans in the House want to amend the legislation. Now, what that would mean is that it would then have to go back to the Senate. So we could get into a game of congressional ping-pong, which is pretty extraordinary, really, given how long it's taken us to get to this point and given the fact that there are only 46 hours of this current Congress left.
Right, so the deal that was in sight really still is only in sight and not very close at all, if what you're saying is happening in the House of Representatives. We had this deadline 24 hours ago, of course, of midnight fast approaching. The deadline now, I suppose, Zoe, is the opening of markets. People are concerned about that.
Absolutely, and there have been senior Republicans today warning that it's time for their party to get behind this for that very reason, that if they keep putting this off, it will have an adverse effect on the markets, and also pointing out the fact that the opinion polls show that the Republicans would get blamed if this deal doesn't get done. But there are these rumours circling that there are Republicans in the House that are just finding this particular deal too difficult to support. But obviously, let's see what happens over the next few hours.
Zoe, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be talking later. Zoe Conway.